And welcome back. Well, when talking about road courses such as Road America and Elkhart Lake, NASCAR Xfinity driver Justin Allgaier says to finish first, you must finish. And he did both last year.
Good for him. How about it? But before he defends his title on Saturday, we've got Justin right here on the yellow couch. We're welcoming him to the Morning Blend. Was that your wife and daughter in that picture?
That photo actually has become like my favorite photo of all time in racing because they were right there.
Do we need a mic for him? Okay, you go ahead and grab that. We're having a problem with your mic. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
That's okay. You know, that was my wife and daughter, and normally they're not able to get to the track like they were here, and this racetrack obviously was easy for them to get out there, and it was just incredible.
And here's the thing, it helps when you've got a good-looking wife and a cute kid, because I would think that would kind of like help your career.
I don't know if it helps the career or not, but I'll tell you what it does do is I have a great support system. They're actually up here with me. They came up with me, and you know, it's nice to be able to just travel as a family. My daughter's in school now, though.
Yeah,
so
how old is she?
She's 6. We did.
Do they get nervous when you drive?
She tells me, so before I race, she says, don't wreck, you got to win, and good luck. And that's it.
You gotta win.
So that's last year we did that for her. We did it 5 times last year. We actually won 5 times last year and haven't been able to win this year. So we're coming back to a race that I won last year. So I'm hopeful that we can kind of fix some of the issues we had.
Okay. Good for you. Good for you.
So you won the event last year and you're coming back to defend your title. If you haven't been winning so far, are you nervous? Do you feel like you can do it?
I think we can. Of all the places that we have on the schedule, this is one of them that I've kind of circled and said, okay, if we're gonna rebound and pick up that first win somewhere, this is a great racetrack for it. Although this trophy that's sitting in front here,
I wanted to talk about that.
We didn't have this cool of a trophy last year. This is really cool. You know, this is an incredible small version of the trophy, and then there's also another piece that goes along with it.
Wait, this is a small version?
Well, this is like the main trophy.
Okay.
And then there's this little red pit box on the trophy is actually a replica of a big one that you get that goes along with it. So this sits on top of a big one. And it actually has a beer cooler, like a little mini fridge inside of a big toolbox. So now you can work in the garage
That is awesome.
and have the cooler in the inside of it. So
I love that.
CTECH came on board. They make garage cabinets. They make roll around cabinets. They make a lot of stuff that I didn't even know they did outside of the racing world. They're big in the racing world, but they make a lot of stuff outside too. So
that's nice.
that is the trophy right there. Last year I got a similar trophy to this. It was kind of a shorter trophy.
Okay.
But it was Johnsonville last year, so I didn't get the nice cool.
You want
that
this
goes along
one?
with it. I
Yeah,
want this
what
one.
you're saying.
You gotta win
when,
this
when
one.
you add these to your house, every trophy is a little bit different.
How many trophies do you have? Let's
so
be
in
honest,
NASCAR alone, I've been lucky enough to win 10 races.
Good for you.
But some racetracks actually have 2 trophies or 3 trophies, depending on, like this one is 2. So you run out of places to store them.
Are you hoarding trophies?
I'm hoarding trophies,
Yeah.
yes, but that's okay. You'll take as many trophies are never a bad thing unless they're not for wins, and then they don't get displayed.
So I want to talk about Road America. You are going back to defend your title, but what do you think? Where's home for you?
I live. I'm originally from Illinois.
Okay.
I grew up in Springfield, Illinois. Now I live in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Okay. So
Chapel Hill.
what do you think about Wisconsin? What do you think about Road America? How do you feel about this racetrack in particular? Because it is a big attraction, and there's so many fun things to do. It's such a beautiful, cool track.
There's some tough turns.
Well, I think people sometimes, if you've never been here, you don't know what all it has to offer up here. Not only on the racing side of things, because the racetrack at Road America is fantastic, but just to come here, to come to Milwaukee, to come to some of the surrounding areas, it's fun for us as a race team. You know, the fans here are incredible. When we go to the racetrack, if you've never been to a NASCAR event at Road America, you're missing out, because the fans, just the tailgating and the hanging out, I mean, it's an incredible atmosphere. That was probably one of the coolest things about winning last year, was being able to drive around the racetrack and see all the fans that were still there hanging out, cheering us on.
What's your nickname?
Little Gator.
Little Gator.
Little Gator,
oh,
yes.
Is there a big Gator?
There is. My dad's big Gator.
Your dad's big Gator.
He's
Cute.
shorter than I am, and I'm not the tallest person in the world. My dad's shorter than I am, but he was Gator first. He's older, so I guess
He's got the senior
he commands the
spot.
respect. Yes.
What I always want to know from race car drivers is how their moms feel about them driving a race car.
My mom actually got me started.
No way.
Yeah. So my dad sold racing tires, and so my mom was always trying to find something to do so that I didn't want to go to the track with my dad.
Yeah.
And she took me to watch a buddy that was 7. He was racing quarter midgets, a little class that you can start at 5, and I was 5 at the time, and I fell in love with it. And when my dad called in that night to check in on us, I was going a million miles an hour, how I wanted to drive race cars.
Yeah.
And he said, no, absolutely not. And I had the one key phrase that my daughter uses on me now, and she says, "But Mom said," and that was the end of it. And that was about 28 years ago.
Yeah.
And I'm still getting to do what I love to do.
So, okay, clearly the fans are obsessed, but somebody who's never experienced NASCAR and they want to come out and watch, what should they look for? Is there anything, like, as somebody who would be a novice coming out trying to get into this for the first time, that they could pay attention to?
I think the biggest thing is look where the people are at. You know, because there's a lot of places to watch the racetrack from.
Where to stand.
So when you come into the facility, it's over 4 miles of actual racing surface. So
I wouldn't know
the
where.
amount
I'd be
of
by the-
space. Yeah, I mean the amount of space that you have to go is a lot. So look where the people are at. There are some grandstands around, but the other thing is make an event out of it. You know, there's a lot going on. There's vendor displays. There's areas to go and kind of hang out. There's lots of racing. You know, the NASCAR race is obviously what we're there for, and we love it. But there's cars on racetrack basically from beginning of the morning all the way through the end of our race. So, you know, you're able to come out, spend a day, bring the kids. You know, the weather's supposed to be beautiful this weekend. It's not supposed to be too hot, not supposed to be too cold. It's going to be perfect. And just enjoy kind of the event of it, because it really is an event. If you've ever been to a sporting event, you know, that's what makes them fun, right? I mean, the game or the event is cool, but the surrounding atmosphere is what makes it fun. So
it's Saturday at 2 o'clock. Kids under 16 get in free all weekend with a paying adult at the gate. So bring the kids out, enjoy it. RoadAmerica.com. And your race is at, do you know the time? Are you at 2?
I think I'm at 2.
You're
yeah. So
at
our
2.
race is at 2. So there's other races. I think the races starts at like 8 o'clock in the morning.
right.
They have races. So
Cheer on
Awesome.
Justin.
So great
Gator.
to meet
thank you guys. Nice to meet you as well.
Congratulations.